else is going on? Kanye West going ballistic on Twitter. My boy had to go get his shit off. You know what's so funny about Kanye? Kanye's like so addicted to tweeting and like getting his opinions off. I was reading the Dave Blunt post, and I realized that's what Kanye did to me when I thought he got suspended. I don't think he did, but he started texting me, and he said, feel free to put all these bitches out. It's like Kanye's just trying to get his shit off. You notice that? And we might as well just start there. I know I was going to give an overview of the topics, but we might as well start there, man. Listen, Kanye's just trying to get his shit off. He's not caring about what you say. He's not caring about a response. He's not caring to have a dialogue or conversation. He's just trying to get his shit off, okay? And I do think he's sitting around because I sat there. I stood there and talked to the nigga after the interview. And he basically said, man, he's like, after I've tweeted that shit now, I'm trying to figure out what's the next crazy shit I could say. And it's not like crazy. He is trying to push the limits a bit, right? Now, he definitely pushed the limits today, and apparently he did get suspended. Shout out to Ye, but Dave Blunt's actually put up this text with Ye, and it says, we have temporarily limited some of your account features, okay? And he says, this is the funniest text back and forth ever, right? So Ye sends him the message from X saying his account is limited, which I imagine he can't tweet. And he says, well, I guess I'm banned. Please alert the masses. Now, this is the most hilarious part. It's not that he's banned. Yo, my man, Dave Blunt, he's just saying, bro, I want a diamond single with this guy, bro. I want like a platinum single, bro. He's trying to work with Kanye with music. He fucks with Ye too, but he's trying to get to the music, bro. Right? So, of course, he hits Kanye and says, what about the album? Yo, Kanye hits him with the most hilarious response I've ever seen. He basically said, man, fuck the album. This is more important than the album. Yo, imagine dealing with Ye and you're trying to do music and him getting suspended on Twitter. He tells you, man, fuck the album, fuck the music. Me getting suspended on Twitter, that's worse than anything else. You got to be sitting there like, am I in the Twilight Zone? This nigga says him getting suspended on Twitter is the number one importance. He says it's more important than the album. What the hell? Anyway, he says this is more important than the album. We're like Ye and Silent Bob. Getting banned on Twitter is worse than being in China trying to load porn with no VPN. I'll just start spamming you with my tweet ideas. This nigga Dave Blunt, he's trying to like go back and forth with music ideas, maybe some music lyrics. Kanye has now turned his cell phone or his text message thread with Dave Blunt into a goddamn personal Twitter feed that he's now going to send all of the wild tweets that he was sending before. Now, I'm going to get to some of these tweets. These tweets are going there, bro. I don't even know if I got all of them, and I'm pretty sure X kind of like deleted like the majority of them already just for the fact that he got like suspended. And he started out, he says, I pay $200K a month in child support. Just a reminder, okay? And that's probably the tamest tweet he had. Now, I think we read this last night, right? He said he apologized to Jay-Z. I'm sorry, Jay. I be feeling bad about my tweet, but I still feel I gave my life to this industry and thought so many people were my family. But when I needed family on some real shit, none of these rap niggas really had my back, okay? Now, this is when he started turning up, right? He's like, yo. I said, man, yo, I like to watch. Man, I told Ray J we need to hit Kim from both sides. That's Superstar Part 2. Man, I like when a girl gets fucked by two guys in front of me. Two guys, one cuck. Holy shit. So he's admitting that he's into that Diddy shit. He wants to see a woman just get fucking railed in front of him. Then he says, I'll show you an example of racism. Justin Bieber and Harry Styles fucked Taylor Swift from both sides and didn't call me. That's racist. Yo, this guy's great. Oh, I forgot. I can't hold water. Now, I'm going to just stop right there. I'm going to keep bringing up that line. I thought it was one of the realest shit Kanye ever told me. I'm having a conversation with him on the phone. We talking about some blah, blah, blah. He's telling me all type of stuff. And I'm corroborating one of the things. I'm like, I did hear that. And I heard, I was going to name drop. And he said, hold on. Before you name drop or say anything to me, because I said between me and you, and he said to me, he said, hold on. I want to let you know, in Ye's world, there is no between you and me. If you tell me something, it's going to be on Twitter. He didn't say that in his exact words, but he basically said, don't be surprised when I regurgitate our conversation to the masses. And I said, thank you for telling me that, okay? But he says he can't hold water, which is kind of like the equivalent of, yo, listen, man, I can't keep my mouth shut about a motherfucking thing, all right? He says, on everything, this tweet is 1,000% true. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I expect in the morning or tomorrow, there's going to be a lawsuit filed against Kanye. It's absolutely going to happen. 100% is going to happen. Now, this is going to be very interesting how this is going to be done. Because, first of all, Taylor Swift don't fuck around with her image. She's, you know, people act like Drake going at UMG is like, oh my God, you know, well, obviously some people have the he's salty angle, but people like, yo, you're going at the machine. I mean, even I'm like, yo, damn, you're going at the machine. Taylor Swift is taking on the machine. She's taken on everybody before. She's taken on Spotify. She's taken on the machine. She's taken on Apple Music. She's taken on all of these people. She don't play around with her image, her likeness, her art. And I don't think she's going to allow this. And again, I don't know if this is true or not, but unless Kanye got a videotape of this happening, she might just file a lawsuit just to file it. So I actually believe that Taylor Swift is going to sue Kanye within the next 48 to 72 hours. We're going to see TMZ says Taylor Swift is suing Kanye West. Now, there's probably a few things to consider here, right? Ye is in Japan, tweeting this in Japan. Now, granted, X is a American company, and Kanye is an American, along with Taylor Swift. However, he's not in the country. Is that like a loophole? You know, with certain things, like, for example, like recording phone calls. Like, some states are two-party consent states, which means you can't record unless the other person also acknowledges and agrees that you can record the call. And some are one-party consent state, which means as long as one person actively on the call wants to record, they can record. I don't know if that comes into play here because, you know, obviously this would be in a civil sense that she would be getting at him, not a criminal sense. So maybe jurisdiction doesn't really hold that much. But even then, maybe she could file in federal court. But maybe Kanye could say, well, why the hell are you filing in federal court a lawsuit against me when I was in China, my nigga? Like, go file in, I don't know, international court? I don't know. Again, I don't know if... I don't think Kanye is consulting a legal expert when he's saying this, but that right there is a dangerous tweet to say. What really sunk the fact that he's going to get sued is this right here. He says on everything, this tweet is 1,000% true. That just says sue me now, right? Now, granted, do I think this would really go anywhere? You know, if you're going to say defamation or whatever, you're going to have to prove damages. I don't think this, well, maybe she could argue, yo, listen, I got this pristine image and you're saying that I got it trained, right, by Justin Bieber and Harry Styles. It's now bringing down my image and I'm losing money, right? So you owe me some bread. But, you know, you got to prove damages. Like, you got to somehow prove damages. And here's the thing, too. If he didn't swear that this was true, possibly you could say this is, you know, his First Amendment right, freedom of speech, and Taylor Swift is a public figure. So, I don't know. We will see. We'll see about that. But I do think a lawsuit's going to come. He was tweaking with this one. Imagine Kanye West, like, lawyers. They got to be panicking, like, right? I know Taylor, like, I know Taylor, like, how the fuck he know that? So, I guess he's saying, Taylor's probably saying, how the hell did Kanye know that he did that? And he said, I'm mad I haven't fucked Taylor Swift yet. Yo, Kanye been rapping about wanting to fuck Taylor and Taylor owed him some pussy. Remember he was trying to get the line off to her, be like, yeah, I got this line. I just thought it was funny. Be like, I feel like there's some people that owe me sex. I feel it's whatever. it's clear that he wanted to fuck her back then, but when he was trying to explain to her the line, he was acting like this shit was joke. It's like it was funny. You know what I mean? Like, oh, no, I don't really mean that. Clearly, he meant that, right? It's fucking obvious, right? He ain't stopped there, though. He ain't stopped there. Posted him and Obama. He said, 2 niggas with fake smiles. Then he says, I guess, this was like, I think the Runaway, was his Runaway video. And he says, maybe if I sing about pedophilia, I could do the Super Bowl. Fuck everybody forever. Oh my God. Yep. And obviously he gets banned afterwards. But he had one more tweet. He says, my funeral needs to be at least a week long, a 10-hour service, so everybody can speak all the way through. It actually needs to be no limit. Embalm me. Put me on display at my mama's house and let people visit me. Charge people to come in and use the money to enrich all the blocks around. Now, let me find some other tweets if he has some more. Let me see. Oh, he says, I used to just love sending bitches money. I wouldn't even fuck sometimes. I just love the way she screamed when she saw 100K hit her account. Damn, this nigga's a top tier trick, cuck, all of that. I'm not mad at him, though. He living his truth. You see, a lot of niggas do shit like this, and they be hiding it. Now, you might say some of the stuff he's admitting to is like some perverse shit or some deviant shit, but he's being honest with himself. I mean, everybody's saying Diddy's gay. There's some who believe Diddy ain't really gay. He like bi or like he just into some extra freaky shit that you might be like, yo, if you into that, you might be gay type shit. But like, Diddy never lived this truth. Diddy was always like hiding and doing all type of shit. Kanye's at least just keeping it 100. Now, there's another angle to kind of like analyze with like some of the tweets that he was sending out about sex and shit like that. Bruh. And this is how I know he don't give a fuck about a lawsuit. Even if that's what you're into, and I'm glad he's living his truth, you just gave a blueprint for any woman who wants to sue you because they're going to get some ambulance chasing lawyer. And whether it was true with all of these women or not, they're just going to mimic or allege what you tweeted, then use your tweet supposedly as a self-admission that that's your pattern of behavior, and then scream that they wasn't with it. So I don't know why he would be like, again, he has a lawsuit already. I think he has 1 or 2. With the Lauren Pisciotta girl. I would think you kind of don't want to say this shit. Even if that's your thing, you just don't want to say too much, okay? You could say, oh, I'm a cuck. All right, whatever. But like, he's kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I used to just love sending bitches money. I would even fuck sometimes. I just love the way she screamed when she saw that 100K hit her account. Holy. Oh, by the way, the reason why he got banned off X was that it was for abuse and harassment. And, oh, yeah, he didn't get banned. They just told him to delete the post. Oh, there's going to be they banned him for 12 hours. So he's back already. Now, I would go on his page, but last night he was tweeting out porn links and putting up videos from black.com. Apparently, he's in Japan wanking it. You know what I mean? I don't know if, we got to get Bianca to come back to my nigga, bro. Because Kanye has a severe porn addiction. I mean, he's pretty much admitted that. Remember, you know when I was thinking about questions to ask him? And this was what I had this whole list before I went into the interview. I was like, whatever happened to Yeezy porn? Then you think about all his run-ins and stints with porn, and I'm wondering, like, the question I was going to ask was kind of multifaceted. What happened with Yeezy porn? Never happened. But number 2, what is that fascination with I understand he doesn't want his kids to get sexualized. That's obviously very normal. But every woman he's ever chased and and a lot of images he's put forth in the world kind of deal with like almost a perverse, overly sexualizing type of element. For example, if we go back to the video, was it Bound 2 with him and Kim? She's like damn near naked, right? Bianca Censori, naked at the Grammys. The self-proposed cover, or I don't know if it was a video of Famous, had all these celebrities naked. Um, you see nudity in World War III. There's a lot. We heard about him show, like we seen the video. He showed the executives at Adidas, or was it Nike, porn in a business meeting. Like that's where I wanted to kind of get to in his brain, right? Like, has he just gotten so rich that his freaky meter is off the Richter scale? Because I do believe that Kanye could sleep with the majority of women in this world and get any woman pretty much whenever he wants, but it feels like he has a different level of horniness, or maybe he's thinking about this like on some artistic shit. Like, you know, niggas like Kanye probably be like, oh no, porn is an art, or like the human body is an art. You ever have a hoe tell you that? I used to have this one hoe, man. She would find every fucking reason to be naked. Oh, my body's an art. Bitch, ain't no fucking art. You're a fucking hoe. Anyway, maybe that's how Kanye is looking at it, but he clearly like wants to push porn, you know, in the faces of people. Which, by the way, this kind of goes into like, you know, some of the contradictions with Ye. Ye once proposed, and I think, by the way, the social media platforms adopted this. I think Twitter did, and I think Facebook as well. Remember when he said he believed the like count should go away because people get insecure and it probably affects people's psyche because when they're posting pictures, they're living off that number. And that was actually a really good idea. You know, we saw Twitter hid likes or hid you know, certain type of things where you could kind of almost take away the public viewing of how much engagement you're getting. But definitely Meta did it where you could post a picture and turn the likes off or turn the like counter off, right? So he was also saying that, and in relation to how young people are probably getting depressed and viewing themselves through the lens of a number. And that made so much sense. And I was like, yo, this is why Kanye's a fucking genius, right? You know, great idea. But now he's the same person who's shoving porn down the faces, pause, of his 30 million Twitter followers, right? Let me see if I could pull up his Twitter account without seeing some porn. I would think they would delete the porn. But it is Twitter. You know, Twitter, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Yo, low-key, Twitter is better than Pornhub. Twitter's better than, yo, I used to like Pornhub and X videos. Twitter beats both of them. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Twitter got better videos, better quality, especially if you're into the amateur shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how they allow so much porn on Twitter, but whatever. Okay. Let me just make sure there's no porn. Okay, let's go make sure there's no porn. Okay, I think there's no porn. All right, and then I'll go back. Okay, yeah, I think they took the porn off. I think. Don't ban me if you see some porn. Okay, he says, okay. Now I signed up for Brazzers and Blacked. Pornhub should not be free, and all the actors and actresses should receive oh my God. Like musicians. I appreciate porn stars so much. When I really get Yeezy porn going, I'm going to change things to make us more money. I don't even want to click show more. It might have some shit I don't want to see. Say, okay, how many tweets am I at? Did I beat the record yet? He said, I used to just let, okay, I read that. You look like you deserve $100K just for looking good. Bad bitches should charge niggas to look at them. Yay. That's called OnlyFans. Oh, I'm introducing a new feature to my tweets called Inner Monologue. Let me get your number, your account number. Bad bitches that cover up are forsaken God. So, this pastor was fucking this trans, and when the congregation found out, he said, let the church say amen. Okay, I guess he's trying to tell a joke. My dick too long for trans puss. How the hell does this nigga know this? This is crazy. You start dating a trans woman and wondering why y'all got so much thing in common. I bought a man a Birkin, rich nigga shit? Wait, Kanye's fucking with trans? Are these transgenders? No way he bought a transgender fucking Birkin. Yo, what is going on out here, bruh? Julia always let Richie borrow the clothes I bought her. Why Richie outfits would be looking better than Julia's? I think what was that girl name he used to date? Julia what? I can't remember her name. He says, I dated Julia 2 weeks longer just to keep working with Perry. Says, Perry, what'd I do to get you mad? Come back to me. Need you to come back. One of my favorite stylists. Dave Blunt tells him he should stream with Neon. He just posts it. He says, how many things do I gotta say in one day that will get me dropped from a deal? Why do niggas be calling you to kill you? I be like, it doesn't work that way. Why when niggas go to kill people, they be riding in the back of a motorcycle holding his waist? What? Okay, then he says the funeral thing. Funerals should be where niggas can talk as long as they want, but also where niggas can leave when they want. I used to be moderately poor. You know, like live in the hood, but you could afford Jordans type shit. Autistic niggas stay red pill. Why the poor kid always smelled like his house. You know who Kanye West tweeting reminds me of? Anybody ever see 2008 or 2009 50 Cent tweets? 50 Cent tweets. 2000, it's like 2010 probably. Yo, his tweets, like, it's like, look, I just look at Kanye page. What the fuck kind of spaced out tweets are those? Fuck that. I ain't never looking at that shit again. Damn, at least this tweet aged well, right? There's a bunch of tweets that were just fucking funny as shit. He said, I can't believe my grandmother's making me take out the garbage. I'm rich. Fuck this. I'm going home. I don't need this shit. Shit, I should run America. First thing I do is cut my taxes, then tell y'all to chill the fuck out, and then I'm going to get on to the rest of the problems. Then he says, I might jerk off if I feel I deserve it. I love me very much. I'll do anything for me. He said, my day went good. Signed a big deal. Got my ass licked. What the hell? Got the strap in the show. Performing in front of 40K people, and I'm on Twitter. Okay. Yo, 50 used to tweet like Kanye, bro. If you a man and you're over 25 and you don't eat pussy, just kill yourself, man. Damn, the world would be a better place. LOL. So, okay, I'm in the studio. I think I just smoked crack because I'm crying because I'm not going to stop. Could anyone help me? He said, I'm going to get me one of them bitches from a third world country. At least she won't have high expectations. Here's a clean glass of water, baby. He says, you think you don't care? I really don't care. I'm rich. That's kind of how Kanye is tweeting, bro. He says, you know kids was rich when you go over to their house and they had snacks. Like, nigga, how you afford to have on eating food? All right, man. Again, I don't know what you want to make of these Kanye tweets. You know, he is trending. Some people say he's doing this for attention. He happens to be the #1 trend right now. I don't know. Like, bruv. Kanye used to fuck with trans? Okay. I don't think he didn't say he's fucking with trans, right? He was just saying he bought. I don't know, bro. I don't know. All right. We'll see what happens. Do y'all think this is self-serving and attention-seeking, or do you think that, you know, he's using it as his personal diary? Maybe he's a little bit autistic, or maybe he's, I don't know. Maybe he's just bipolar, right? But do bipolar niggas just constantly have a spew or a stream of I need to tell y'all what I think? Oh, they said, oh, no. That was Julia Fox friend? Oh, they said, oh, he's trolling the... Yo, he does have a shit ton of followers, though. I can't even lie. He has 33 million followers. How much does, like, Drake have? Drake has 38. Who has the most? How much does Rihanna have? God damn, 108 million? How come Rihanna don't do nothing? And I'm saying that respectfully. Like, Rihanna don't even be posting about music. Rihanna posts all day ads. Like, she don't even post nothing else. She don't even be like, hey, what's up with y'all? Like, how y'all doing? Damn, that shit, that helicopter crash. She don't even talk at all. All Rihanna posts is ads. Yo, this is my new face cream. It's the Fenty moisturizing cream. Yo, here's my new lip thingy. Buy it now. FentyBeauty.com. Like, It's all ads and it's always viral. I'm like, what the fuck? Look, everything she posts is a goddamn ad. Not one regular, nothing regular. Like, she don't even interact with people no more. Like, I wish to be this cloudy. You don't even got to talk. All you got to do is just post ads. You're right. She is smart. How much has Beyonce got? Beyonce's done a good... Beyonce, like Rihanna, have done a good job of just disappearing, bro. It's like they want nothing to do with this, but they pop up whenever they want, I guess. Yeah, she does the same thing. Yeah, I guess Twitter... The big stars don't use Twitter to tweet like... Yeah, back in the day, Twitter used to be you give your opinions and what you really feel. Only niggas still using that is Kanye West and Meek Mill. Those are the last two. And one's a billionaire and the other one's just a loser. Nobody's really on Twitter like really just... Oh, and Freddie Gibbs. But you can see what the latter two got in common, all right? Freddie Gibbs tweet up a storm. His baby mama say he broke his joke. Meek Mill, irrelevant. Kanye, it's just yay, bro. It's just yay. It's just yay. All right. Who else? Does Jay-Z got one? He got one. I think it's S_C, though. S_C. Underscore, I think. I think he made a Twitter, then deleted it. Oh, it's just SC. Yeah, we only got 3 million followers. Does Kendrick have one? Yeah, he do, because he be tweeting out all the not like us shit, right? How much followers he has? He has 12 million? How much SZA has? You know what we should look at? Let me go look at Social Blade, and let me just look up Kanye West. Hopefully I could find his wait, how do I find his Twitter? I want to find his Twitter shit. TikTok, Twitch, nope. Instagram, no. They don't track Twitter no more? X follower growth tracker. Yeah, somebody got to do it. I want to see if like it's been working for him type shit. No, I want to search his account. Oh no, look like they took it. Y'all know a website that does that? I'm trying to see if like, because if we're thinking this is marketing, I want to see if like, is he grown in followers or what? We know he's like heavily shadow banned. Yeah, I'm just thinking about like, you know, let's just think about this on a marketing aspect, because there is that element that we could probably look at for Kanye and say, well, we've seen Kanye do some really sporadic things and then turned it into great marketing, right? Like, for example, when he supposedly had the Super Bowl performance or Super Bowl commercial, and then he dropped some shit on Yeezy.com, right? That was like really good marketing that he even showed the stats to say, yo, a lot of people came to the site and I sold the fuck out. So it was like a W promo. He's been tweeting a lot.